We're going to look at the mirror command now. So the mirror command basically does exactly what it says. We're able to mirror. So when we use the mirror command, we're going to be using the command up here in the modify ribbon. You can select it there, or you can simply type in MI, and that will also bring up the mirror command. So you're going to start off by selecting your objects. So if I wanted to um, basically do keep a copy of this geometry here, but make it go over to the right hand side and keep the geometry, we can simply select all of our objects that we have here. I'm going to now hit the enter button or my right mouse button to confirm that selection. And then it asks us to specify the first point of the mirror line. So if I want to have this part duplicate and like mirror right here along this line or this plane and use that as our mirror point, I could do that and it would generate the same geometry over to the side. I can either pull up or pull down to specify the second point of the mirror line. And then it gives me an option to either erase the original objects or leave them. So if I don't want to erase them, I just simply click on no and I can keep that there the same. So if I want to repeat the mirror, I just right click and hit enter. And now I'm going to pick the same object as before, but this time I'm going to show you a different place for mirroring. So if I didn't want to pick the endpoint, I may have a point that's a specified distance away from this, or just a random point. I could pick over here to the right side, and then that is now my new mirror plane. So before I picked on the line, this time I'm not selecting on the line, and I can just pick a random point here, and it will mirror that object. So this time, instead of keeping the objects, I'm going to say yes. Please erase the source object. So if I click yes, that original item is now erased. So the mirror command, I'm just going to mirror this hole right here. Just let's say we have mirror, pick this piece here. I can mirror on like the center of a circle, pick that as my point, just drag that up, erase the source objects, no, and I can duplicate. So it's pretty much like copy, but it's copying it and it's keeping it symmetrical and keeping you from having to type in distances and do some offset lines and things like that to lay out something to keep it exactly symmetrical. So it's a very handy command to use when you're working with an object that is symmetrical or you see similar patterns duplicated. It works also up to the top, so it's not just left to right, but it also works top to bottom. If I want that hand instead of the other one, erase my objects, and now I have that part mirrored, and I can use that. It's a little bit different. So that is your mirror command.